Thanks to developments in technology, we have done several stories over the past few years of major breakthroughs with cold cases, whether it's someone being newly identified or the case finally being solved. Joining us now, this Behind the Badge, with details on their efforts to bring justice to those unsolved cases, is Metro Sergeant Jacob Schallenberger and Homicide Sergeant Matthew Hocking. Thank you both so much for joining us.
Hi, good morning, Lisa. Thank you for having us. You know, a phrase that we use often on our police department is relentless follow-up, and that's something that could not be more true with our cold case homicide section. They follow up on cases as far back as the 1950s.
Wow.
So Matt Hocking and his team have done a fantastic job at kind of re-energizing those cases and bringing new life to them to hopefully bring some justice to the victims and some closure to the families.
Sure. I mean, because sometimes these families are just kind of, it might seem just wandering without that closure. And that's really what you guys provide, especially when it's these really, really old cold cases. And a lot of people might think back in the 1950s, nobody alive is really impacted anymore, but that's not the case. Tell us about Metro's priority for these cold cases.
Well, in the homicide cold case, we have a lot of unsolved cases, and a lot of them stem back from the 1950s. Now, every single case is a priority, even if it's from 1950, which is 75 years ago. We consider every single case a priority, and we take the utmost importance in every case.
And for these older cases that you guys have solved recently, what do you find is the family's reaction to that, where they may no longer be directly impacted by the loss of an immediate loved one?
We find that the family still is very thankful for what we do. Even if it's not the direct family member, it might be a grandchild that was affected by it. They are always very thankful for when we do solve cold cases and kind of put some closure to everything.
Yeah. And there's been breakthroughs in technology, and that's really helped when it comes to solving cold cases. What sorts of technology has come out recently that's really given you guys an advantage?
Well, a big thing that's come out since 2018 is the FGG, the Forensic Genetic Genealogy. We've been utilizing that with our part-time FGG investigator to really help move forward a lot of these old cold cases where we don't have a lot. And this has really stemmed forward a lot of our investigations and moved a lot of cases that were going nowhere forward.
Mm-hmm. Do tips still help in old cold cases? And if so, how can the public help?
Tips are super helpful. Anything that the public can help with, we have a website off of LVMPD.com, which is our cold case website. There's a couple things on there that the public can help with. We have all of our cold cases on there with short synopsises that they can actually go and look at, and maybe they remember and can contact us about. We have podcasts that we do a full breakdown of every single case that we're looking into. And more importantly, we have our DNA retrieval. You can voluntarily give your DNA, which might help with our FGG efforts and maybe being on the family lineage of a suspect.
Okay, and we've got that website on your screen, lvmpd.com/coldcase. Just because I want to know, where can we find the podcasts?
The podcast is actually on the website. It's also on YouTube as well.
Okay. Thank you so much for coming in. Appreciate it. And if you have a question for Metro, email us at behindthebadge@fox5vegas.com. We'll go to Ken.